vibes are high, the night is young. June 28th, the party's on. Strasbourg calling, lights so bright. In the city where Europe unites. Dressed in white, iconic flair. Feel the rhythm, the music's rare. France is glowing, hearts collide. We are family, come feel the vibe. We are the iconic white party. June 28, 2025. Strasbourg, the city of the European Parliament. Ticket price is €100. Step on the floor, let the magic flow. From Afrobeat to disco glow. Raise your glass, toast the dream. We're more than a party, we're a scene. Golden memories, we make it grand. DJ spinning with the master plan. France to the world, our story shines. Feel the love, the world aligns. We are the iconic white party. June 28, 2025. Strasbourg, the city of the European Parliament. Ticket price is €100. From the river to the sky, the stars ignite. A night to remember, hearts take flight. Dress your best, leave worries behind. Together we rise, one rhythm, one kind. Price is €100. We are the iconic white party. June 28, 2025. Strasbourg, the city of the European Parliament. Ticket price is €100.
Vibes are high, the night is young. June 28th, the party's on. Strasbourg calling, lights so bright. In the city where Europe unites. Dressed in white, iconic flair. Feel the rhythm, the music's rare. France is glowing, hearts collide. We are family, come feel the vibe. We are the iconic white party. June 28, 2025. Strasbourg, the city of the European Parliament. Ticket price is €100. Step on the floor, let the magic flow. From Afrobeat to disco glow. Raise your glass, toast a dream. We're more than a party, we're a scene. Golden memories, we make it grand. DJ spinning with the master plan. France to the world, our story shines. Feel the love, the world aligns. We are the iconic white party.
The vibes are high, the night is young. June 28, the party's on. Strasbourg calling, the lights so bright. In the city where Europe unites. Dressed in white, iconic flair. Feel the rhythm, the music's rare. France is glowing, hearts collide. We are family, come feel the vibe. We are the iconic white party. June 28, 2025. Strasbourg, the city of the European Parliament. Ticket price is €100.
Vibes are high. The vibes are high, the night is young. June 28th, the party's on. Strasbourg calling, lights so bright. In the city where Europe unites. Dressed in white, iconic flair. Feel the rhythm, the music's rare. France is glowing, hearts collide. We are family, come feel the vibe. We are the iconic white party. June 28, 2025. Strasbourg, the city of the European Parliament. Ticket price is €100.
Good morning, very sorry. Good morning and welcome to a program we call Colgate's Right on. We are on YouTube and on Facebook, of course. This is not a program where they bring you this story them way the different front page of the newspaper in the carrying. And after that, we can try for bring people them inside where they can help with for let we talk about the different issues them. Okay, so if that be the case, let me see what we get now the different newspaper them this morning. And I'm pretty sure we guests could join me inside the show for let we come and discuss the different issues then. So first we go inside and start with the first one with now the Open Space newspaper, and they say as plans afoot to double to table bill in Parliament. Sorry, I take that again. As plans afoot to table bill in Parliament, public support for NACIT informal sector scheme. And in a league with Professor Francis and others, Chinese embassy launches book on Sierra Leone-China relations, securing Sierra Leone digital future. Zudlab bridging gaps in internet service delivery. An NGO boss complains power gen solar company. Journalist honor Mafanta prison chief. And the next one we get inside the program, now the Independent Observer newspaper, and they say, Mr. President, can we talk? Part 75. Is President Bio playing a fiddle game with foolers? And CJ promises brighter future for magistrate. The next one, now the Calabash newspaper, we say 2025, a year of progress. Sierra Leoneans urged to obtain ID cards for a secure future. Government lauds rice importers for unified nationwide pricing formula. And you also get President Bio attends Ghana's inauguration, strengthening bilateral relations. And Changa now in Sierra Leone, a new era in automotive excellence. The next one, now the Oracle newspaper. Too many divisions awaiting 2028. Pauper fight SLPP for power. Award-winning Commissioner Abdul Mojwe transforming the Central Police Division and traffic sector. Honoring a legacy of true leadership. Victor for relentless strides. Hail President Bio transformative effort. And other story them for you inside. The lawyer threatens journalist Pat Kawa of Global Times newspaper. The next one, now the Indigenous newspaper, as numerous customers deprived of the service paid for. Electricity tariff increased to 72% by Edsa. APC is encouraged to invest more in the traditional media for the reconstruction of a modern place of worship. Al-Waka Charity Foundation boosts Wusu Street Mosque with 50,000 new leones. And we go to the next paper inside the program. We now the AZ newspaper, and it say government announces major reduction on price of rice. President Bio joins Africa leaders to grace President Mahama's inauguration. ACC to address 2023 Auditor General's report. And you as well get Bar Association President shines at Africa's most reputable leaders. Tourism industry experiences significant growth in 2024. Concord Times newspaper. Religious leaders, government at odds over controversial safe motherhood bill. 2023 audit report. PAC chairman pledge aggressive recovery of misappropriated fund. And today, Professor David Francis unveiled landmark book on 50 years of China-Sierra Leone relations. Information attaches donate 100,000 millions to Unity newspaper. And labor operator remanded for allegedly funding chemical weapon transportation. The Owl newspaper over false claims on safe motherhood bill modification. Archbishop blast SLPP government. And an open message to the Muslim, Huma and humanity. And Tony Elomila Foundation opens application for 2025 entrepreneurship program. And you get Slisha brings small Chinese party to McKinney. And the Premier News newspaper say Kabbalah Festival celebrates unity and heritage. Man remanded for transporting chemical weapons, and blind community in Kwenedugu and Falaba faces major hurdles. Information attaché donates 100,000 millions to Unity newspaper. And the next one are the Modern Series newspaper. We will redouble our efforts to create jobs, support local businesses. Chadi discusses strengthening of human rights, democracy with EU. And we must uphold the highest standard of professionalism and ethics. / President urge. The Salon Compass newspaper say massive corruption uncovered at Chief Minister's office. Shameful. Lands Ministry defraud journalist and controversy mass safe motherhood bill. The Expo Times newspaper, government announces reduction in price of rice, and Jue residents lament over acute water scarcity, the impact of unemployment on youth crime rate. And Bo Education Office joins SRGBV sensitization. You get mindfulness practices to stay calm in 2025. The Sky Times newspaper, Zonlab scandal, $1.44 million fraud undermines Sierra Leone's digital future. And you as well get the APC is uniquely guaranteed to achieve victory with Honorable Cherry Kuku. And Madam Fatmata Momo leads empowerment drive for Sierra Leone's market women. The next paper, now the Success newspaper, Dr. David Senge talks firm on cybersecurity. / President urge government to honor its commitment to National Fund for Public Interest Media. And Journalists Without Borders honors Mafanta Correctional Service boss. Honorable Aminata Sise receives commendation from constituents. The Guardian newspaper, Sierra Leone's economic growth faces sectorial challenges. Over 70% of all 2024 births attribute to mother age 10 to 19. University sporting fields to be upgraded. And Global Times newspaper, President Bio attends Mahama inauguration. World Link Communication installs Starlink internet service at Freetown Eastern Police Headquarters. And press attaché boosts Unity newspaper. Chief Justice hosts Egyptian envoy. And other story them for inside this edition of the Global Times. The Minute newspaper, with safe festivities at close of 2024, Sierra Leone set precedents for ecotourism. Using new pricing formula, government reduces price of rice. Pastor Mambu refutes claims of acceptance of amended abortion bill. HG Foundation amuses 150 kids. Honorable Cheikoko's candidacies present rare victory opportunity for APC 2028. And the Spectator newspaper say 2025 a year of new hope and aspiration, says President Bio. Sierra Leone on the crossroad. Either we make or break. With a vision of national unity and progress for Sierra Leone, Cheikoko set to strengthen APC. IGP unveils Starlink connectivity system at Freetown East Regional Headquarters to improve crime fighting operations. The Africa 24 internal struggle tier SLPP APC. I take that again. Internal struggle tears APC SLPP APC apart. One more time. Internal struggle tears SLPP APC apart. Honorable Tawaset to recoup billions. Power Gen get backlash in Daru Town. Sam Sumana may go to court. And the AYV News say to promote regional peace, prosperity, and unity. President Bio Muhammad reaffirmed strong working relationship, and the Deputy Health Minister to lead free healthcare to bonds. I come with a clean heart to lead everyone fairly. Chief Justice assures judicial staff. Sir Leonean actor Peter Komba honored for Nollywood contributions. The Vindicator newspaper: Sierra Leone government takes bold step to reduce rice price to 840 million and ease economic burden. At MIC press briefing, Chief Minister unveils 1 billion investment plan for economic growth. WAEC new policy allows students to retake failed subjects. And Unity newspaper receives 100 million support from press attachés. Now, all of the people, and this way we get inside the program this morning. Let me please take a very short break, and then we'll come back just now for come talk with we guest.
Sweetest, I can see you hurting, hiding it inside. The weight on your shoulders, you don't need to hide. You've been through the storm, trying to find your way. The sweetest sugar is here, let me take the pain away. I can see through the silence, your heart's on the line. Let me be the one to help you unwind. No more fear, no more tears tonight. I'll be the one to make everything feel right. Let me hold you through the highs and the lows. I'll be right here wherever you go. Let me love you till you learn how to love yourself. Don't carry this burden all by yourself. Let me hold you through the nights when it's tough. I'll be your shelter, you've had enough. Let me love you tonight. I'll be the one to make it all feel right. I know you're tired of putting on a brave face, but I'm here to stay, I'll never leave this place. You don't have to fight it, just take my hand. I'll be the strength you need, I'll understand. I can see through.
All right, welcome back. You still the watch, of course. Colgate's right on. We are on YouTube and on Facebook, and please not forget 28th of June 2025. Of course, that we had iconic dinner and white party. This now one way we want for raise fund. You know, say we always they do that for get our money for actually help certain people them with college fees, with rent, for redo their host them, you know, for help them with medical and plenty other things them. You always want to be part of them, and you always want to see how transparent the process can always be. So this time around, as a way for we able to do that again in a very, very big way, they come together inside June 28, 2025 with the iconic dinner and white party. Of course, now 100 euros. A lot of people don't they secure, don't they pay for them tickets them, and we not reserve any tickets because we not get better tickets them. I mean, boku tickets that we will get for sale. We want to cater for small number of people them, and no, the number two boku the family members them, but small number of people them as a way for just see how Italic. The first time for we all meet up together and get we self together. I mean, for shake body together, jam body together, and hug we self tightly together. So please make sure say you contact the number. Let's just see if I can put the number again quickly, please. All right, it already did on the screen. Now the byline. So now +33780560338. Call this number on WhatsApp. And then you actually book your ticket now. They want them always, we don't book them ticket from Sunday. Then they pay them money from now to Friday. And after that one day, we go to the second batch. So as we start the first announcement, the first people that we call now 12 people we already don't secure for the first announcement. Now we continue with the announcement and then we see how much we get. Remember say now unique numbers them you already get 001 to 150. It don't done. We not pull boku tickets at all. We want to give you quality something where you not go forget quick one. Okay, so if that be the case, we want to go straight. So we guess what we get inside the program this morning. Of course, the guess not to change Janaya, but of course, now the first thing is for they appear na the Colores program, but not to the first thing is for they appear na the weird platform. Of course, other than this guest, this particular guest na the chairman for the APC former Ministers Association and in name na Karamo Kaba. Good morning and welcome to the program, sir.
Good morning. Thank you very much for having me.
All right, and Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Merry Christmas.
All right, thank you. All right, so let me start with this. The program in name na Colores. So the first question now, when na the last time we eat Colores? Proper one.
That's interesting. Well, you are taking me back memory lane.
Yeah.
I really eat Colores because right now, with the economy, now Colores most of what they eat. The days when you cook, you rest every day, it don't pass. The economy not they support that anymore. So they keep on a fridge. They will eat Colores one.
All right, so that's a very good one. So since you talk about the economy, you talk about how it's difficult right now. Let me look into the president in speech where he make inside January on the 1st. What do you think say 2025 old for Sierra Leoneans them?
Every attentive Sierra Leonean or politician, when your president talk, you must listen, and you must listen keenly. And you must listen for make you analyze. Make you go down memory lane from Musa and Komot to Musa and Day and what is the promise in the future. So, the New Year's speech in itself at face value, I think for the first time, say the president not talk badly. The same more way I see there is a great change from the past to now. Is in its emphasis in unity, oneness, a prosperous Sierra Leone, about we coming together as Sierra Leoneans. And then I noticed that there is a little bit of an ambitious statement there, or statement that would not resonate with what has been happening in the past. So for a change, for president for begin talk unity, peace, justice, good governance, different from what we don't used to, it's a breath of fresh air. But however, in the issues the way he highlight, I don't know if you want me to flow.
Please go ahead.
All right. I noticed a whole lot of stuff, especially in the area of Feed Sierra Leone. Feed Sierra Leone, it's a very ambitious program. And as a citizen of this country, this is the kind of stuff that we need now. When we are able to feed ourselves, we're able to feed ourselves, we're able to relieve a good chunk of foreign exchange for other important reasons. But as it is, a lot of our foreign exchange, they go on food. And indeed, when I check back, I find out that between 2021 to now, the reliance or the importation of food that this country reduced by 60%, which is good. But for me, it is not just at face value I like to look at things. Because
so waiting make you feel, say, the importation of rice, for example, actually reduce. Now, as a result of because people in the buy now we all local rice, or now because of the price for the rice don't go up and people not able to afford them?
This is where I'm going. First, the last time I go into a shop for buy rice, I don't see a well-packaged Sierra Leonean rice on the shelf for sale. Still, now this foreign rice now they buy. Now, that takes me to the question where they ask. This reduction of importation of food by 60%, is it an account of we producing or becoming food sufficient, or our people are going hungry? Well, for me to answer that question, whether now rice will they produce or now people then go hungry, I check the stores. Honestly, my brother, I don't see rice dey nicely packaged, where they say this, in price this, with a reduction of the 5% increment on importation of rice. We like to see these things. If the imported rice is 1 million, 5% less, if they relieve the consumer for buy or encourage the consumer for buy the local rice at 5% less from the taxes where they don't levy on imported rice. But I don't see that at all. So now I say, okay, for help me answer this question, let's go to the Global Hunger Index, which is the GHI. When I go to the GHI, this is not from me. I find out that between 2000 and 2016 to 2018, the country been there at a very, very alarming hunger rate, which is over close to 60%. Where the the World Food Program consider as alarming hunger rate. But I find out say from that about 60% to 2008 or so, or 2016, he reduced drastically over about 20% the hunger. But let me tell you something. Between 2018 to 2016, that number reduced only for about 1 to 2%. Why is that? You know, me, I like numbers because as a responsible opposition, you have to make arguments with fact using numbers. Then number has to know to be greater. So these numbers, they tell we say there was a great decrease in hunger from 2000 to 2018 going forward. But from 2022 to now, that decrease is only about 1 to 2%, unlike from 2000 to 2018, which was a whopping about 20% decrease.
Okay, so I don't know, but this same World Food Program and the other one, them where they put together figures, they tell we say, for example, Freetown, hunger done 4 times more than how it been there from 2018 to 2022. And then tell we about the poverty rate, for example, where they tell we again say, even inside Freetown and the other parts of the country, poverty don't double past how it been there from 2018 to 2022. And we even get this World Food Program where they tell we say the projection for more poverty and hunger get to be more severe inside the country.
Yes, good. This is so true. This is exactly where I crunch and down to the nitty-gritty, because we have the habit of looking at face value. Because if there's no more, we don't reduce food importation by 60%, what caused it? What caused it? And me, they try for put to you now that, or to the public that, I not feel say it is too much of growing our own food or becoming food sufficient. I feel say our people are going hungry because we the previous government moved with people from alarming hunger rate, which was over a whopping 50 to 60%, to 32%. So which means that was a great decrease in the hunger rate. And they put it to serious hunger, which is about 31 to 31.2%. But what is happening now, from 32%, we only go down to 31.2%, which is about just 2%. So, and this government don't come out from 2018 to 2023, 2024, 2025. Only reduce the hunger index by about, I think exactly, if my memory serves me well, 1.6% only.
Okay.
Whereas previous government take them down to about 20%.
Okay. So
even
since we look at all of them things here, another thing where this government been campaign with, in 2018, now the fact say water business na the country, it too bad off. The government, in fact, and call that one day social neglect, Whereas the government, by then the APC government, they treat the people with any serious attention. People are not able to get water, picking in the gap almost o'clock for get water, then they get belly and all of them things then they. So let me take for example this paper where at the expo time say Jue residents lament over acute water shortage, or scarcity. What thing that you take on this? Water business not they improve in different areas then. More especially like the area where you did inside Freetown, before now and now.
Yeah, well, water and energy is a whole different cup of tea. But I believe hunger is very, very serious matter.
Okay.
And this is why I want to trash this hunger business, because we are going about shouting and screaming about feed Sierra Leone. And we are not feeding Sierra Leone. The statistics clearly state that 28.4% of the people are malnourished.
Okay.
26.3% of the children are going very, very hungry. And 6.3% are wasting. And a whopping 10.1% of the children are dying of hunger before their 5th birthday. These are the alarming things. And yet we say we are reducing importation of food. So if I can conclude this bit before I go to your question, I think, in my opinion, our people are not able to afford the food, so the importers are importing less, and our people are going hungry and they are dying of hunger. So, if our president is so proud about feeding Sierra Leone, let us see the physical impact on our people. Let we see at the stores there. Let we enter at the stores there. We all want to eat country rice. We want to eat raw fresh. We want to eat barabara. A well-packaged rice. Let we go to the stores there. Let we see them. Let we buy them. But as it is right.
All right, you still the watch Colgate right on we are on YouTube and on Facebook. Yep.
Coming to water is no brainer. In the area of Pat, are you with me, sir?
Yes, we did.
Are you with me?
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Good. In the area of Pat, we not ever depend on pipe-borne water, now borehole. And so it is, and this is private borehole, not a government-sponsored borehole. So water is a crisis. And to be honest, it is not just from this government. From previous governments, water don't become crisis. But when a government promises us that this is a crisis, they don't identify. Hello? You there with me?
Yeah, I did.
Hello?
Yes, please, I did.
Hello?
I did.
Are you there with me?
Yes, please.
Good. I did hardly hear you. So I feel say you're not hearing me. Anyway,
now the internet to play
the government
with you.
identified the crisis. The government identified the water crisis, campaign on that. They identified the energy fluctuations here and there, although there was a big stride in that, campaign upon that. And now we are here 6 to 7 years later. we are not getting better in the area of water supply to the people. Clean drinking water, it is not there. In fact, the situation is getting worse and worse and worse. So, which means this government campaign on false pretense because they are not focused on the things they would have promised with people and say they go do, made and go on. So, but when the president don't begin talk like this, I see the tone, I look at the body language, I seem to be agree with it. But only that when I look at the numbers and I look at the figures and I look at the difficulties where people and they go through, it doesn't match at all. It doesn't add up. So what are we talking about? We talk about salary, continue to pay salaries. Of course, there are a lot of sectors that are suffering about salary issue. You must have had a control of something for us before you say you continue that thing. In terms of energy, the tariff alone is a frustration. The fluctuation is another one. The power outage is rampant. So what is going wrong? And also we have international power sharing and payment issues there where we depend on. So if the president specifically telling us that we are facing a growing need for energy, I'd ask a question. I meant to understand that they don't even introduce or they don't launch iron ore smelting and casting factory. But they're not telling me about their source of income. Because a mammoth project like that, they take a whopping amount of energy away from the people. So the growing demand for energy, is it from our everyday use or is the addition of factories and manufacturing that they are not, they're not even press on them for make them create their own energy source, and they are tapping into the small energy source will not be even sufficient before that. So these are the issues. So the president is quite right to say that increasing energy demand, but the increase in energy demand is not coming from the everyday consumption or the domestic need of the people.
So since you talk about the everyday consumption of this, many people already consume every day. Since we talk about the people the way they consume every day, let's look at what in Edsa or the electricity don't do it now. Then don't increase again the tariff by 72%. So how this will actually, affect the people?
Well, this is what we are used to now. Everything are increment. And as a matter of fact, for your information, we are hearing from the grapevines, I don't know how factual it is, that the 5% tariff on rice is going to 10% this new year. So for increase...
Then we don't actually put hold on the one they force. They don't forward them to next year.
Okay, good. But if energy said they go up, energy that we don't have enough of, it's a real problem. Imagine wherein you get light today, you not get light tomorrow, you are still struggling with the bill. Imagine if you have a free flow, 24-hour flow of energy with a 72% increment. So which means voluntarily, you decide to ration the light. You decide not to even light anything during the night, or you decide for put out a whole lot of essential amenities in your household for making you able to carry on with the increase in electricity.
Okay.
So it's about a cut and paste economy. We are not being honest with our people, and we are not being truthful and straightforward. But these good, nice statements they all can put together and read them to the people, it sounds so good. And this is why I'm so, especially in the area of governance, democracy, we have talked about all of this. But you and I know that when we look back, just maybe a few weeks ago, all what we they see now hustling and tussling in between the people's rights, the people's freedom, culture and tradition. And you know what? Me, I don't sit down for 7 years. Every holiday, I'm looking forward to dance my lantern, to dance my paddle, to dance my devil, and all of these kind of traditional cultural arrangement. These traditional cultural arrangement, they are only now possible in the southeastern areas without impediment. In Freetown, we cannot have it anymore. In other areas, we cannot have them anymore. What are we afraid of? Are we so paranoid that we have to interfere with culture and tradition? Interfering with culture and tradition is almost like interfering with religion. And we are a very religious country. We are Muslims, we are Christians. We cannot interfere with that. And some people are traditionalists. Some people are both Christmas and they are traditionalists. And those that are strictly Christian, they are very tolerant with Muslims. Those that are strictly Muslim, they are very tolerant with Christians. The traditionalists, they are tolerant with Islam and Christianity. So this is us. This is our culture. So now, if we begin use, and I've heard that some traditionalists, some religious groups say it was good, they put a hold on tradition. Is tradition or is religion going to come all over again to trample on our tradition? I think that should be a no. And we have gone that through slavery, colonialism, also religion then play great role for enslaving people. Religion then play great role for empower the enslavers and the colonialists. And today we are called an independent state. And our culture by our own government is being trampled upon. And people cannot even go out and assemble. Assembly has become limited. Freedom of speech has become limited. Now we are enjoying to talk freely in media, far-fetched in the diaspora, wherein they say they can bold it enough for let we able to express yourself. But in the mainstream media, everybody is conforming to the demands of the government for suppressed freedom of expression, for repressed freedom of assembly, for repressed freedom of movement, etc., etc. So all of these checkpoints at night at every 200 yards, they are frustrating. They encourage foreigners or venture capitalists to come and invest. When a venture capitalist come and drive through the city at night and see the amount of checkpoint here, checkpoint there, then their conclusion will be that country is not safe. So it's in poverty. And obviously about healthcare, access to healthcare. But looking back, mental health has become a serious crisis in our country. We had a big campaign, we shout and scream here and there. Gradually, we faded off, and our children are still becoming zombies. Their brain, they're full of a lot of water. You don't become jelly brain, where MSC called coconut A. What are we doing about these things? What are we doing about the increased wasting of our young people who are supposed to be the leaders now, not even the leaders of tomorrow?
All right. So let I bring you, Cam. Since you don't begin to talk about tradition, you don't talk about culture, now you don't talk about the health system. Let me touch on something quick one, because one touch on this and then we touch on young party way now the APC for see how prepare or waiting and don't they learn for make sure say then come back to power. But let me start with this issue of the abortion. Yeah, waiting a you take about the abortion bill where they now in the parliament.
You see, first of all, I want to declare to you that I am a known feminist. A feminist, somebody where they support women and their cause and their independence and liberal approach to their life. Let the women control their own lives. However, I have some reservation for the abortion bill. And if you go to countries like, or if you study countries like Korea, South Korea today, Japan, China, and many more European countries, the liberalization of women's rights and abortion, right to abortion, right to have a child or not to have a child, it becomes so extreme that today in Japan, their population is aging to an alarming rate, wherein they look back, they don't have young people to carry on with the progress of the country. Same thing is happening in South Korea. And you will find out that the Chinese people, their one-child policy, then lift them to two-child policy, then lift them the back. Now you can have children because they know that their population is aging because they have interfered with nature. And when we look at these legislations, we know the tailor unto our own situation. Although we have abundant young people, which is a point of jealousy from other countries. The Sierra Leone population is young. The Sierra Leone population is young. Yes, a population of every country is supposed to be young because it's the young, vibrant, and able, energetic young people that are going to run the economy. So when they are having problems, and then the same legislations that allow their women to be so liberal, to do abortion willy-nilly, not to care about reproduction, and then they are having hit in their own nations, and they are encouraging our countries to go into the same problem. I see a big problem with that. Whereas women should have the right to do what they have to do, to worry about their body, to have the liberty to control their own lives, the government should not put extremely leftist, liberalized policies that is going to cause or that is going to interfere with nature and reproduction. We don't want to go into a situation wherein, even right now, our young people are being hit by drugs, by kush, by many other things, by low quality education. And if we now compound that with the destruction, the killing of unborn children, and this legislation is taken to a whopping 14 weeks. 14 weeks, you are dealing with a human being. And before this program, I called the opposition leader in parliament for ask them about what they think about this legislation. And I quote, he told me that this is almost tantamount to execution. Execution of a child that has not committed a crime. Execution of a child that nobody knows his potential, whether it's going to be a top-notch rocket space scientist, it's going to be a president, it's going to be whatever, we don't know. Now, he actually compared it to execution. And he said the paradox, my brother, is that we don't remove death penalty from our constitution, but yet we are now encouraging legislations that are actually tantamount to death penalty of an unborn child that has committed no crime.
All right. Okay. So, and in other words, you they in in alliance with the religious people, their own view into all of this.
Well, I am not overly religious as such. I'm just aligned with reality. If that means that because the religious people, they are taking certain steps also in our body politic that I don't agree with. This one, their reasoning for it is completely different from my reasoning for it. But if the same goal is to enable ourselves not to interfere too much with nature, so let nature play its part. Let us have our young children come in. Let us have social, instead, let us find ways and means for assist with social programs then, like the under 15 healthcare business, like the pregnancy, free pregnancy and motherhood health programs they will get. These are the things that we look forward to. So we can encourage the growth of our population. So we can encourage the growth of young people that are going to take care of the aging. I've given you examples in Europe. I've given you example in Asia. I've given you example in other countries that are suffering from a great shortage of young people today, to alarming rate now that in some countries, they pay you, they encourage you to have a child. Do we want to go into this? Do we want to reduce ourselves into that just because we have this exotic and sexy sounding legislations from other countries, and then we bring them here and we don't tailor them to our domestic needs, and then we just go into it. Whoop, we die like blind people, you know. So this is very, very concerning. This is very, very alarming. I think my take on this bill, you know, in fact, we were going on with this don't tell, don't show policy, wherein abortion was going on. But at least there was a little fear in the people that if you get caught, it's a crime. You know, there are certain things here that are happening. Stealing is a crime, but still stealing is happening. But if we legislate that stealing is legal, then which means we are now developing a wall of anarchy, you know, a Yahoo wall where anybody can just go about. You take your company, you steal your company wife in your hand because you get power, and it is legislation. So how can we now legislate to commit murder, to execute children unborn for up to 14 weeks in pregnancy?
All right, so let me jump again to another issue quickly inside the program. And now I want for let me look into your own party where you belongs to, when at the APC. Of course, you're the chairman for the former ministers association, now the APC. So now let me look at what thing do happen inside the country, what thing happen with the party where you belongs to. You think say una party don't learn lesson them, you know, way for make una able for take power, you know, 2028, for example?
Yeah, definitely yes. Definitely yes. I can tell you that because I've been a part of the diaspora retreat in the Gambia, and why was that in the first place? You know, I am proud of the diaspora. They know that this will be challenging for Brancan in Sierra Leone, and also if we left on the European countries, it will be impeded by visa issues and right to travel, etc., etc. But in the Gambia, we're a West African nation. All you need now is a West African ID or West African passport for many of us, a good number of us assembled and feel safe. I saw the aspiring flag bearers feeling themselves on the same table, enjoying good atmosphere. I saw rivalry groups together. I saw so many things where give me the headway that this time around, in terms of peace and unity, we are going to have a tailwind, not a headwind. So I'm very proud of the diaspora. And then the communique will come out of there. He highlights important things that the party executive need for pay attention to. It turned out that our able leader, our able chairman of the party was in attendance completely in all of the days. And in his closing remarks, because he was the last person that spoke to us, he said that he is so proud of when they read the communique that was signed. He was so proud of it, and he stated that the party needs its own retreat, a national retreat. A party's national retreat, for me, is almost like a mini convention. And in that national retreat, I believe, within his wisdom, where they make him even talk about national retreat, we will consider looking at some obnoxious clause of our constitution where they create small chamot and palaver within. So when that happens, wherein we now create a fair level playing field under the leadership of Alhaji Minkailu Masare, then this is going to be a legacy for him. Make all man go fet and find out that you have the crowd to become flag bearer or you don't. Then the one day we do not get them, we can turn around now and say, hey, brother, there was free and fair playing field, but it didn't happen for us. Now let us rally around whoever is going to get that flag bearer position, and let us unify ourselves and let us move on. We are not lack of the numbers. I'm telling you, my brother, we have the numbers over and plus. Our country, to be factual, it has a great southeastern, northwestern divide. And in that divide, let me tell you, the wisdom of Shaka Stephen in those days completely removed Kono district from a total southeastern ownership in terms of politics. So southeast, Kono is like the only established battleground district in the country, wherein, because I deal with numbers, I study the numbers. If SLPP campaign or does not campaign in Kono, they will have their 30%. If APC campaign and we don't campaign in Kono, we will have our 30%. But there is a whopping 40% in the middle for whoever is going to treat that district right, whoever is going to get the right message for that district. So therefore, if we are coming to this time now, wherein we have gotten the realization that our stronghold is our stronghold, and then we remove the pocket of SLPP penetration in our stronghold, and then we focus on the pocket of
SLPP
support in the southeast, and all Kono with one, then I think the future is so clear because we have the numbers to win elections. And this time around, I can tell you, I swear to my God, that we are going to protect our vote. We are not going to wait to complain like we are doing now. And going back to that, our president spoke copiously about democracy and good governance. Democracy and good governance starts with free and fair elections. And honestly, there is no election that in this country that has never been questioned. But the way this past election has been questioned, it's the full-fledged, but it also went ahead to go to attract the attention of the international community because their observers were on board. And then they came back in so that we don't result into conflict, so that we can settle the discrepancies in unity. So still this challenge is going on. And I believe the APC, if you are not a supporter of electoral justice, a civil procedure to electoral justice, hey, be silent. Support your former leader. Maybe he will get it sooner than we think. If you are a supporter of preparing for 2028, tighten your belt. Encourage those who are in electoral justice to join us in the preparation of 2028. And if the electoral justice people get it sooner, so be it. It is going to be the same APC. It's not going to be another APC. For me, I think we have to now tolerate. We have to now accommodate each other. Tolerance with our dissenting views, even within the party, so that we go rally around one goal. This goal is victory in 2028.
All right.
If this goal to us earlier through electoral justice, so be it. That is my take on that.
Make a you go back into the retreat on Gambia. And just one for no, apart from the fact that chairman don't say it go nice for una get a national retreat. Also, wanna go look at certain things them where they bring Kanchamot inside on a party where they na the constitution. Waiting at the other big take home message from that retreat where you feel say a nice for una party.
Okay, I don't want to talk for the chairman. And not tell we say we'll go look into other thing they wouldn't bring Chamot inside the party. I heard him clearly. I was sitting in the hall. He said, this don't spoil the need for a national retreat of the party. So it is my opinion and analytical that I am moving further than that. I'm saying that a national retreat of the party is tantamount to a mini convention. And if that is the case, we will have enough stakeholders on the ground to begin to consider obnoxious clause of our constitution that is precipitating the disunity and disagreement amongst us.
Thank you for make that correction there, and I think I don't get it now clearly. So now let we go. It's not the biggest take-home message apart from the fact that on a need for actually, see how best on a able for arrange us better one.
The biggest message that I can tell, I can give to my party today is that, for me, the analogy where I can just give politics, if you buy like goldsmith, blacksmith oak, where the iron one, you even do. But as far as I'm concerned, me on I don't call. I don't take them back. Fine. So let everybody look at it like that. Forget about what happened. Forget about who that cost you. Forget about who that humiliate you. Forget about who that thief you election or convention. Let us put all of that behind us. The iron don't cool. Let we take them back. Let work like never before with determination to win. And I know the victory for 2028. I just wish there is a way that I can pull 2028 closer to me so we can win, because I know we are winning.
So this time around, you are really not ready for work together. Nobody no go left behind.
Yes. And we are going to reinforce that readiness. It's going to be like a self-fulfilling prophecy. We are seeing victory ahead of us. Now we are doing everything that we can in our power to ensure that victory.
All right, thank you very much for what you took your time for joining me inside the program this morning. Very nice conversation.
Thank you, my brother. I'm always happy to be with you.
All right, and get yourself a very, very good day.
Thank you.
All right, in name now, I'm Karamo Kaba. We're joining inside the program this morning for actually talk about several issues them where you don't already hear. You will watch the program. Don't forget to like and share the program. And please not forget, June 28th, 2025, we go actually day inside France, and the ticket price now €100. I will left for now with this jingle when in the form of music for actually pass the message. Thanks to all for taking time for watch the program. Like, share, comment. Appreciate you. You will don't like, you will not like it, please consider for do so. You will not subscribe it, please consider for do so. Thanks to the producer who actually puts this program together. My name is Sembepe, the Freedom Fighter. Until we meet again, we love you all so much, and get yourself a wonderful, wonderful day.
Vibes are high, the night is young. June 28th, the party's on. Strasbourg calling, lights so bright. In the city where Europe unites. Dressed in white, iconic flair. Feel the rhythm, the music's rare. France is glowing, hearts collide. We are family, come feel the vibe. We are iconic white party. June 28, 2025. Strasbourg, the city of the European Parliament. Ticket price is €100.
The vibes are high, the night is young. June 20th, the party's on. Strasbourg calling, lights so bright. In the city where Europe unites. Dressed in white, iconic flair. Feel the rhythm, the music's rare. France is glowing, hearts collide. We are family, come feel the vibe. We are iconic white party. June 28th, 2025. Strasbourg, the city of the European Parliament. Ticket prices, €100. The vibes are high, the night is young. June 28th, the party's on. Strasbourg calling, lights so bright. In the city where Europe unites. Dressed in white, iconic flair. Feel the rhythm, the music's rare. France is glowing, hearts collide. We are family, come feel the vibe. We are iconic white party. June 28, 2025. Strasbourg, the city of the European Parliament. Ticket price is €100. The vibes are high, the night is young. June 28th, the party's on. Strasbourg calling, lights so bright. In the city where Europe unites. Dressed in white, iconic flair. Feel the rhythm, the music's rare. France is glowing, hearts collide. We are family, come The vibes are high, the night is young. June 28th, the party's on. Strasbourg calling, lights so bright. In the city where Europe unites, dressed in white, iconic flair. Feel the rhythm, the music's rare. France is glowing, hearts collide. We are family, can feel the vibe. We are the iconic white party. June 28, 2025. Strasbourg, the city of the European Parliament. Ticket price is €100. June 28th, the party's on. Strasbourg calling, lights so bright. In the city where Europe unites, dressed in white, iconic flair. Feel the rhythm, the music's rare. France is glowing, hearts collide. We are family, can feel the vibe. We are the iconic white party. June 28, 2025. Strasbourg, the city of the European Parliament. Bronze 100, silver 150, gold 200, the tickets live. Is young, June 28th, the party's on. Strasbourg calling, lights so bright.